Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. We're live for Monaco versus City. I'll just start the stream now. Just give me a second. Whenever I open the match on this Sony Live app, I mean, ad start. Uh, Starting, but anyway, the lineup's quite straightforward. The only thing I think is John Stone starting at right back. Uh, which we'll discuss in a minute. Yeah. So John Stone starting at right back. So that's the only thing. It's not going to be a straightforward match as a lot of people think. We already have a free kick, so I'm late by 1.5 minutes or so. But yeah, we already have a free kick, and Phil Foden's taking it. How many times will you take those City free kicks, Phil? How many times will you take those City free kicks, Phil? How many bloody times? Against Burnley, it was just so frustrating to see Foden take free kick after free kick. Look at it, what kind of a City free kick is that? Football's moved on to a stage where free kicks and throw-ins. You've seen what happened Palace. You've seen what happened Palace Liverpool. How did Palace score their last goal? You've seen what happened. I think the week before Brentford and was it Villa or someone? I think they score a last minute equalizer. Brentford Chelsea. Chelsea lead 2-1, but I think Brentford equalized 2-2. Throw in free kicks, throw ins, corners. People say that corners are like the next new penalties. So again, a bad pass. City looking flustered today. Nico Riley, he doesn't make mistakes. Count any, I said, hey, Count any, how you doing? He says, City should win with at least 2 goal difference. Time to show some authority with the performance. We are not yet ready, Count any. We are not yet ready to show some authority. We are not yet ready. I think the rebuild has just started. I know we've been arguing that the rebuild is late. It's an year late. I know, but we're still finding our identity. This is a new Pep Guardiola style. I mean, Pep has adapted. Pep has adapted to the fact that even a team like Burnley could come to the Etihad and press. You've seen what happened. So Pep has adapted to that fact. Pep has adapted to the fact that it is okay to have the ball more in the air than on the ground. So Pep has adapted to that fact. So I think we need to give. I think it's a rebuild this entire year. I think it will take an entire year for the team to show some authority. City are not back like a lot of people say. No, City are not back. We are still we are just finding our identity. A team can lose football matches, they can win football matches, but are you losing with your identity intact? That's the question. For me, when we conceded that goal against Burnley, we were struggling against Burnley almost with the entire, first half and then a bit of second half. We're not playing with our identity. City have lost matches in the past. City have, lost badly in the past. But every time they lost with their identity intact. So I think City are still finding their identity in this new system. A lot of long balls, a lot of winning the second balls, a lot of physicality. I think when have you last? I mean, would you have thought even a year ago? I would say that a Pep Guardiola team's backlines average height will be 6'1", 6'2". Would you have thought that a Pep Guardiola team's average height in whole will be 6'1"? That is what is happening now. That's almost a great ball there. That's a fantastic ball from Nico O'Reilly. Interesting. O'Reilly is drifting in midfield, which is very, very interesting. I mean, I'm interested to see what. I think it's a back three. The inclusion of Stones is interesting. It's a back three. I know Monaco play with 2 strikers. Monaco are literally playing with. I mean, when City have the ball, it's 2 strikers from Monaco who are pressing. It's essentially a back three of Diaz, Stones, and Guardiola with Rodri dropping back as the fourth as the fourth man in the back line if needed. Nico Riley is clearly playing in the midfield. Nico Riley almost Bernardo Silva. This is again excellent there. That is wonderful. It is not Nico Riley, it is someone else. But in the box, I think Monaco is struggling to deal with these rotations. O'Reilly coming back again. Essentially, you see that O'Reilly is playing a second pivot with Rodri or is coming back in. I mean, into the midfield. He's not playing as a left back. This is interesting again. I think Pep's experimenting with quite a few systems here, which is interesting. It's not Sam Allardyce's Route 1 football, but it's Monaco on the attack. Excellent defending from Nico Ryan. It's not Sam Allardyce's Route 1 football, it's, you know, and people say long ball defensively, good teams and all, I always go back to the great Jose Mourinho teams. People say that he played boring football, which is absolutely wrong because when his teams sat back and got the ball, it was two pass goal, it was three pass goal. You just go back on YouTube and watch Real Madrid's counter attacking goals. They are just, you get more of a lift. You get as much lift as you watch a goal when as a team in possession walks the ball into the football net. So that's how much breathtaking they are. I think people, I was listening to this. I think it was what on Sky or something. Some pundit was talking that United dominated City. Not United. I think what was that team? Yes, Arsenal. Arsenal. Of course, no sane person will say United dominated City, but Arsenal dominated City, but yet they just scraped an equalizer late and all of that. And what I say is domination of football just having the ball. Why are we considering it like this? Have we even forgot that football also existed beyond before 2010? When you had your great, Porto teams, Chelsea teams of Jose Mourinho, kind of Real Madrid teams just a bit after that playing on the counter? Or have you forgotten the great Atletico Madrid teams under Diego Simeone throughout your early 2010s, 2012, 13 to 2016? I mean, domination of football is not having the ball. Domination of football is also out of possession. Out of possession, are you able to cut the passing lanes? Are you able to sit back tightly and then counter with three passes? Even that is also domination. I think people are just so much caught in this the last decade of football that they're just not understanding that football existed even before. I think why I'm telling this is I think Pep Guardiola has realized that domination can also be done without the ball. And domination without the ball, Pep Guardiola has realized that domination without the ball is what is going to rule football the next decade. That is where we are going. Counting says O'Reilly is going to the key this season. Even if Aitnouri returns in 2 weeks, he'll probably again be gone in December to the AFCONs. That's not a problem at all, Counting. That's not a problem at all, the left back spot. Because we have O'Reilly, we have Josko Guardiola who can play there. So we are staffed enough in that left back position. I don't think Aitnouri or even Marmos say for that sake with the way Doku's playing. Even Marmos, I don't think we are going to miss the AFCON players as much. So Vinny also having the capability to play on that wing. JSK says Miss Cherky, he's back. JSK, I think Ryan Cherky will be named as a substitute in the next game against Brentford this weekend. And then this is the international break, and I think he'll be back to full fitness after the international break. Yeah, but we missed Cherky against Burnley as well, literally. That ability to play between the lines, that ability to open up defenses. Counting SS, so O'Reilly is going to play more as a left back at least until Fab. No, there'll be rotation. There'll be rotation. Counting there'll surely be rotation. Like I think Guardiola can play left back a few games. Stones and Diaz will be a centre back partnership, and then I think yeah that I think there will be some rotation there. I think Foden needs to release the ball faster there, and that's a six from Tejani Reinders. Tejani, you're not playing a T10 tournament. This is football of a stronger foot. I think from that distance, it's just very close to the edge of the box. He at least needs to keep the ball down and test the keeper there. Tejani Reinders. He has the capability, I think, but he's just adapting. Look at Pep Guardiola and Pep Linders there. I mean, I thought Pep Guardiola is the most animated person on the touchline, but when you look at Pep Linders discussing tactics with him, you just wonder who is the more animated of both of them. Wow, this could just be a roller coaster journey with Pep Linders and along with Pep Linders as the number two for Pep Guardiola. JSK just wanted to see how much better he is than the 150 million James Bond. I don't know what you guys think, Kandanya and JSK. What do you guys think about Florian Wirtz? Because he's played 6 games in the Premier League, 0 goals, 0 assists. I think in the Champions League as well, he's not had anything. Great ball, Bernardo. Bernardo, can he lift the ball up in the air? Yes. Second ball, second ball, second ball. Well done, Rodri. Almost. Uh, I think Bernardo needed to play a little bit better ball maybe there instead of just rooting it up randomly in the air. Yeah, because Florian Wirtz is very, very interesting. See, I will not say after 6 games someone is a flop or something because sometimes players take an year to adjust into a new club, come from a new league. It would take time and stuff. But the most concerning factor for Liverpool fans could be the fit. When Wirtz plays, Mo Salah is it just seems that someone is holding Mo Salah's breath. He just doesn't seem to be interested. When Wirtz does not play, Liverpool just look so much better. So now I'm actually thinking, is Wirtz a stylistic fit for us as well? Which I actually don't know. Which I actually don't know if Words is a good stylistic fit for us as well. Literally, I do not know that fact as well. Because if it was a possession based system, then you can say yes, Florian Wirtz was a very good stylistical fit for Pep Guardiola. But I don't think the long range passing of Florian Wirtz is good. Ryan Sharkey is a good long range passer as well, but Florian Wirtz doesn't play those Florian Wirtz doesn't play those flamboyant long range passes that or risky passes that Sherky does. So just looking at the style, how Pep is looking to evolve, Pep line does there. I think Sherky is a much better stylistic fit for us than Florian Wirtz, to be honest. Count says, is Words even playing? Sorry, I never noticed him on the pitch so far this season. Good one, good one. Cheeky Dick, good one, good one. Well. Cardinia, if you were asking this to Mikel Arteta, he would say, well, he's played Erling Haaland. Then Erling Haaland, what a goal! Ah! This guy is a freak, getting even more freakier. Erling Haaland, wow! You're not allowed to score those. That is an illegal goal. You are not allowed to score those, mate. That is just not allowed in football. Wow, how did he even score that? That is just not allowed. That is just not allowed. You cannot score that. Wow. How do you even defend? How do you even defend that? I mean, you just cannot score that. Look at that. There was no way someone should be allowed to finish that goal. Wow. This is just. I just can't even describe it. I can just say one word. The freak got freakier. That's it. Freak got freakier. That's it. Darling Haaland. Wow. The freak got freakier. Wow. I mean, how do you even score that? How do you even score that? How do you even score that? I mean, I just don't know. Wow. Absolutely brilliant. From Erling Haaland. 2 goals in 2 matches. He is going to break every freaking goal scoring record that's in the world. Country. I think Norway is improving, so country as well will be in the equation. Country, city, state, district. I mean, you tell what it is, but Monaco is through. Monaco is through. Good defending, very well done. Who was it? Was it Nico Riley running back? Very well done. Nico Riley is running, but today the defense is just looking a little bit. I don't use the word weak, but today the defense is just looking a little bit, you know, loose. That's the word, loose. It's not tight. I don't know why, but it's not tight. It's not tight at all. The defense is absolutely not tight at all. And Donnarumma again with a straight mark punch. The ball almost got there to Jeremy Doku, but Donnarumma again with a straight mark punch. JSK says don't know what happened to Bundesliga players. Whenever they come to PL, that goes from top star to a flop. Yes, Haaland is an exception. Again, the defense is loose. Again, the defense is loose. I think they're outnumbering us 2v3 when they get on our two center backs. I think I just don't think we need to commit as much. JSK, I mean, I know Bundesliga players except Haaland, but a little bit correction in that. Again, look at it. There's a Monaco player who's staying absolutely wild, and then since Nico Riley is going in and going into midfield and City is three at the back, he's getting so much space out wide. That is something which Pep Guardiola. What a goal that is! It's 1-1 for wow. It's 1-1. Donnarumma beaten from there. It's 1-1. Who is it? Is it Balogun? Is it Florian Balogun? It's 1-1. Donnarumma beaten, which means I don't think any keeper can save that. Literally. Who was it? The goal scorer? Is it Florian Balogun? I don't know. He was an Arsenal player, I think. He was an Arsenal player, I think. That's what the defense is always looking loose. And we were speaking for it as well. Nothing Donnarumma can do well. That's in the absolute top bins. Otherwise, Donnarumma would have saved that. That's in the absolute top bins. Wow. It's in the absolute top bins corner. No one can do anything about it. Look at Donnarumma there. No, you just cannot do anything about it. It's Teze. I think it's his first match and he scored a goal. Monaco mean business. Doku needs to be good. Doku has lost the ball so much this season, and Monaco are attacking again. Will they score again? Will it be? That's good defending from City, but it is such a shit goal to concede there. I think tactically something's wrong with the setup. Tactically, something is wrong with the setup, to be honest. Look at Jeremy Doku, they're losing the ball, but again, I don't know why you want to bring a midfielder a left back into the midfield, play with the back four. There was one season where we played with a back four with midfielders left backs not, full backs not coming into midfield. John Stones was the only one coming into midfield from centre back, and we won the treble that season. Don't know why Pep doesn't repeat the same things. Karnania says, how did he even get so much time and space to take a shot? That's because Nico Riley is inverting into the midfield, which means John Stones is tucking in to cover that space. Which means what they're doing is that keeping that winger on their left hand side high and wide, which just means he has so much space. And they're outnumbering your centre backs 4v3 there, which just means and Bernardo is not coming back. I mean, it's impossible to come back so fast. They're just, whenever Monaco get the ball, they're just looping the ball into that left wing. So it's a 4v3, 3v2, something like that is happening there. So you always have a player that is free. See, this was an issue last season as well. Last season as well, Pep always used to invert his fullbacks, which means the opposition were having their wingers high and wide. And whenever they would get the ball, they just lump it back there. They just lump it back there. I think what Pep is gambling here on is Pep is looking the fact that from such a outside range, from such a long range, I think Donnarumma saves 9 out of 10 shots. That is what Pep is banking on. That's why he's been getting so much time and space. I think that's the only reason. Look at that again. The centre backs moving in and so much space. So much space. Again, this is something Pep needs to address. This is something Pep absolutely needs to address. Monaco are pressing high as well, that's not a problem. Something Pep needs to address. I think John Stones is also instructed to play more to the midfield or maybe tuck in as a back three. So they're having that space. This is a game that needs Matthews Nunez on that right back position, I think. Whatever you say about Nunez, his pace, he's quick. Not Kyle Walker quick, but he's quick. He's quicker than at least 80% of the right backs in the Premier League. Speed of Nunez is underrated. Yes, he makes mistakes, but Nunez is quick. That's a good ball there. Bernardo Silva has to cut it back, has to cut it back, has to cut it back, which he does. John Stones bloody loses the ball there. John Stones is having a rough night. Look at that again. Stones is coming in and they're having runners into that space. It is left behind by Stones. Nico Riley, Rodri. Rodri again. Fulfill. That was a difficult one, clearly. Well done by Donnarumma. City are looking very loose defensively. Again, City are absolutely looking very loose defensively there. City are looking loose. That's what I told. We are still finding our identity. Bernardo Silva, Johnny Reinders, Rodri, Jeremy Doku. Fill forward and fill in space. Bernardo Silva. Weak shot, but anyway, shots taken, good shot, but it was extremely weak from the time it was hit. But that was a good move from City. That was a very good move. Quick, 3-4 passes. That's it. Rodri to Foden, and then boom, the ball's gone out. The ball's clearly gone out there. I don't know why Ruben Diaz dived in there. We are struggling. We're struggling, guys. We are struggling to. We're struggling down our right hand side. We are literally struggling down the right hand side. If we would have played like this was Arsenal, we would have got our ass handed on our plate like we did the last time when we went to the Emirates. We're absolutely struggling down the right hand side. Still, the midfielders are tucked in. Jeremy Doku. Ah, they're just heavy. They're just pressing Doku like hell. They're just not allowing Doku to dribble through. I think Doku needs to play a little bit more on the inside. It's again playing out wide, and that is where Doku is not at his absolute best. Nico Riley, superb defending again from Nico Riley. This is very, very good from Nico Riley. Wow, he's an elite left back already. Just from his defensive actions, you could say that he is elite. Jeremy, pass! No, why Jeremy Doku is not passing? Bernardo Silva again. I just think you maybe need an Oscar Bob situations like this. Someone who can dribble with the ball and come and defend us more. Bernardo Silva was a good dribbler. He's not on it anymore. I mean, he just caught up with him, but yeah. I think Bernardo needs to do that little bit more. He's the one who's getting so much space. Now Monaco are again going to sit back and hit you on the break. That's why protecting that one goal lead was very essential, which we obviously did. But yeah. Phil Foden in space. Didn't reach Erling Haaland. That was again a well worked pattern by City. That's a superbly worked pattern by City. Again, the interceptions are very, very good from that Monaco play defender, whoever it is. I don't know the names. Ah, good one by Tejani Reinders there. Good dribbling there by Tejani Reinders. Look at it. Great dribbling by Tejani Reinders there. Ah, of his week. Yes, it's a corner. There was no deflection of his foot. It would have just rolled in. Ah, Foden. I think Foden needs to be a little bit more creative. He's done okay, but I just think he needs to be that little bit more creative. That's a good pass. Play Doku in. Nico, play Doku in. Yes. They're not just giving Jeremy Doku the. What kind of a rubbish header that was from Bernardo Silva. Bernardo! That was such a good chance. I don't know why he's done that. What a ball from Rodri. That is Rodri's trademark ball. Bernardo, all he had to do was head it straight to Erling Haaland there. That was such a. He's just headed it beyond everybody. That is just not a good header. That is not a good header at all. It's offside. I think the City plays offside there. But yeah. Josko Guardiol. I think tactically there needs to be an adjustment. I know it's 31 minutes gone, but tactically we are looking so open on the right hand side. But we need to be we deserve to be ahead anyway. But because in the last 10-15 minutes, I think we have created good chances. It's good. I mean, I think Bernardo Silva for me he's the one in space. He needs to show a little bit more attacking endeavor, I think, is first. That's the thing about Oscar Bob and the rest. Even Savinho as well. Savinho, Bernardo Silva, they get the ball, the first option is looking back. Oscar Bob gets the ball, whatever might happen, he looks to, dribble forward. Again, look at it. Bernardo Silva was not expecting that forward pass, which I think Oscar Bobby is the fit for the right wing. Bernardo does well. Phil Foden, Ruben Diaz. Bayaji is here. Hey, Bayaji, how are you doing? Bayaji says, why no City player was around to block the shot? Not look. Off the underside of the bar. Good shot there by Phil Foden. Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku. Nico Riley. Almost there. Yeah. I think Bayaji, the problem is tactically we are getting cooked on the right hand side. When you look at the setup, John Stones is coming very narrow into the midfield, which means for the goal, if you look at it, they left a winger high and wide on our right hand side. Ah, which meant that when the ball was turned over, they just lumped the ball forward, and when the ball was turned over, we didn't get enough space to react. I just don't like this thing of the right back just not being there and just inverting very narrow into the midfield. Tactically, that we are getting cooked. Ah, Tactically we are getting cooked down that right hand side. And John Stones does not have the recovery pace as well. It's just that they need to place a winger high and wide on our right hand side, and we are done. Foden's shot hit the crossbar of his weaker foot, right foot. That was an excellent shot. Tactically, I mean, you look at that backline: Diaz, Stones. No, I mean the right hand side of ours just doesn't have any pace. Diaz doesn't have pace. Stones doesn't have pace. I think at least he should have started a cushion off. And I think that's the reason why that goal happened. I just think Pep would have bet on the gambled on the fact that a shot from outside the box, 9 times out of 10 Donnarumma saves it. So but that was the perfect shot. So can't do anything tactically. We're getting found out. That's it. That's what I'll say. I think this happened last season as well a lot. Bayaji says no real output from right wing, and that's the thing. Bayaji, Oscar Bob. That's the difference between Oscar Bob and all of our other right wingers, i.e., Savinho and Bernardo Silva. When Bob gets the ball, his first instinct is how do I drive with it. You've seen against Burnley what happened, and when these two get the ball, Bernardo and Savinho, we know what happens. Their first instinct is how do we pass it back? How do we save possession? And it's a free kick for Monaco as well. Exactly, Bayaji. Nailed on, nailed on. Our entire right hand side has absolutely no pace. Stones, Diaz, and Bernardo Silva. I don't even think Bernardo Silva can run back and recover in time. There's absolutely no recovery pace on our right hand side. And also sometimes when they're almost attacking with two strikers to the middle and one through that right wing. Which just means it's becoming essentially a 3v2 with Stone stuck high. I don't understand this. I don't understand this, Bayaji. That against Burnley, you struggled an entire half, and then in the second half, what you did was you moved new Matthews Nunez and told him to go up and down the wing, not cut into the midfield, and suddenly you win that game 4-1, 5-1. I think it was 5-1, and now again, wasn't it a penalty? Was it not a penalty? I think VAR will check it, but no, it wasn't. I mean, it was outside the box anyway. It was a but good shot by Nico Riley. I mean, I think the day when we stop this inverting of fullbacks into the midfield, Pep has not done that only in one season. Then that season we won the treble, and again Pep keeps on doing it. I don't know why. Because when your fullback goes up and down, suddenly Doku becomes 10 times the player. Even Sabinho, for that example, becomes 10 times the player. Nico O'Reilly, Monaco are on the attack now. I think this is an European game. We must not forget. So Monaco have sat back well, to be honest. Yes, they've been lucky on a few occasions, but I just think Diol's got Diol as I don't think it's the absolute best combination out there. I don't think so. It's a yellow card already for Donnarumma. What Donnarumma does is he picks up a yellow in every bloody match. Bernardo, I mean, the right wing is just looking so boring, and all the spaces on that right wing. We have not really given Doku the chance to dribble at Monaco. Guardiola gives the ball to Doku. Now, why is Doku not playing on the inside? I don't know why is he again. You can just have Nico Riley on the outside and Jeremy Doku on the inside. I don't know why Pep is not doing that. Why don't you have Doku on the inside and O'Reilly on the outside? What is it? You know that Doku is so good playing on the inside. Rejani Reinders, Rodriguez looked good in his passing, to be honest. That long range pass, and Bernardo just messed up a simple header. We are missing Cristiano. There's absolutely no doubt. No way that that Monaco's first goal goes in. I mean, Monaco's goal goes in with Cristiano in there. I mean, it's so boring, guys, watching Bernardo Silva play. He's just giving every pass back. What the hell? He's just giving every bloody pass that he receives back and back and back. This is absolutely the most boring 2 minutes I've watched this season. It's just pass and pass and pass backwards. Again, Bernardo gets the ball, he'll pass it back. City are just not able to open Monaco. I think you need Oscar Bob. Bernardo is just not able to do anything. That's it, the outside netting. For a moment I thought Haaland turned that in, but ah, so close. Foden hitting the upright. Ah, Haaland shot just hitting the side netting. Probably Haaland should have done better. Yes, the Reinders shot. The ball was spinning. That was the only thing. I think that's what made it difficult for Erling Haaland. The ball was absolutely spinning. Look at that Monaco again getting on that left wing. Again, look at it. That's good defending there from Rodri, from Ruben Diaz, in fact. We are struggling when we get the ball to that left hand side. I mean, when they get the ball to our right hand side. Absolutely struggling. Bayaji says Bernardo can't dribble past anymore. No point starting him. And the annoying thing is Bayaji is not even trying. He is just passing it back, and that sequence of 3 minutes earlier on was so boring. It was absolutely boring. Rodri gives to Bernardo, Bernardo back pass it, they recycle left side, right side, ball again comes to Bernardo, Bernardo back pass it. What the hell was that? Jeremy, dribble, come on. I think get Oscar Bob. Why this is Haaland, take your mask off. We know you're Sterling. You know, in honesty, that was what a goal! What? The mask is off! Bayaji, the mask is off! The mask is definitely off! It is our Erling Haaland now. The mask is definitely off. He just removed the Sterling mask and thrown it there. The leap. That was the leap of a Viking. What a leap that was. Haaland, listen to your critic. Yes, Haaland watches us. Just like Pep, Haaland watches us. Wow. But what a leap that was. Wow. It's an unbelievable header. It's an unbelievable leap. Wow. Heading was the weakest part of his game. At least in his goal scoring game, heading was the weakest part. Erling Haaland spoke about it a lot of times, but I think this season he's improved on it. This season is definitely improved on his heading. Wow, what a goal that is! Great pass from Nico Riley. Great goal that is from Erling Haaland. Wow, wow! The Sterling mask is just thrown into the bin. At least this time, hope we protect our lead. Hope we protect our lead. Bayaji, we drafted defining leap. It's a leap of a blue. It's a leap of a blue whale. Wow! It's a leap of the great shark. You know, the great shark of the Pacific Ocean. That's how the leap is. Hope we protect it. Hope we protect the lead. Monaco on the attack again. Again, the guy is having space to take a shot. How the hell they closed it down? Come on! Do not let him cross. Doku, Doku. Ah. Guardiola as well. I'll have to see it back. Was it Guardiola doing well or did they mistime the header? Guardiola does well. Guardiola does very well. Monaco are looking very dangerous here. Monaco are looking absolutely dangerous here. Wow. Eric Dyer in there as well. Come on, Donnarumma. Ah, they're now hitting the corners far from Donnarumma, but Donnarumma as well. Is there a chance for a counter? His left is taking the ball and is, yeah, that's fine. Ronaldo must done well, is taking the catch and yeah. How do you get 10 years of experience at 26? I think when you see some job postings where they are freshers sort of 6 years of experience, 10 years of experience, I think they're referring to people like Donnarumma. At 26, he's had 10 years of experience already. That was a goalkeeper. Wow, superb goals from Erling Haaland there. I think Haaland and Foden are speaking about the connection. But yeah, much needed half time whistle by Aji. Yes, we were not good. We were definitely not good. And it's not the players' fault. The entire right wing was shit. It was the coach's fault. It is the fault of the tactics. Any other team would have scored 2-3 goals by now. It's not rocket science. Just put a man on their left wing, or just put a man on a right hand side, high and wide, and lump the ball up to him whenever there's a turnover of possession, and that's it. The right side is shit. Stones ain't fast, like Bayaji mentioned earlier, and Bernardo ain't is dog shit. And dog shit is faster than Bernardo Silva, and dog shit doesn't even walk. That is how bad Bernardo Silva is. If you keep a 100-meter running race between Snails and Bernardo Silva, I think 10 out of 10 times you can bet that the Snails will win. Snails, Turtles, Bernardo Silva. The bet is Bernardo Silva will always be last. That's how slow Bernardo Silva is. It is a pathetic right hand side for us. Bayaji says Donna is SRT of football. At 26, it feels like he's playing for ages. Exactly, exactly. Just like Sachin. Just like Sachin. Just like Sachin. I mean, I don't know why about Sachin. I think 2012 he retired and don't know, just it just felt. I mean, I was a big Sachin fan and just I just didn't want Sachin to retire at all. But Bayaji, I wanted to ask you what is your opinion on Florian Wirtz? There's been a lot of talk on Florian Wirtz because when yesterday Liverpool lost to Galatasaray, and in general Florian Wirtz, apart from the Community Shield, which apart from Arteta, of course, no one takes seriously, he has not given an assist or a goal. What is your view on him? Because we wanted him, Bayern wanted him, and Liverpool got him. Do you think his, I know, 6 matches or 10 matches, including the Champions League, 8 matches, 8 9 matches are not enough time to judge a player from a different league, but at least 8 matches you get a feel of how he's playing. What do you think? And do you think that he's just stylistically unfit for Liverpool? Would he have done a better job at us? What do you think about Florian Wirtz? Well, it's interesting. 150 million player, I mean, because Kevin De Bruyne comes to us, okay, he played in the Premier League a bit, but he comes to us from Bundesliga and he sets everything on fire in his first season itself. He doesn't take even time to get his first assist. What's set with Florian Wirtz? Bayaji says 150 million squad queen. Everyone thought he was too good to fail, but in 8 matches, zero goal involvements is shocking. Would have done better at City. And also he just imbalances the team Bayaji with Liverpool. I mean, of course they might be looking at Salah going and all of that, but with him suddenly the wings, especially the right wing, is just becoming too cluttered. I don't know why. I mean, Salah doesn't play well when Words is there. Everything goes through Words. Probably, I think that is why. Maybe that is the reason. But I don't know. Whenever Words doesn't play, Salah does well. But again, I think regarding the fit at City, I'm still conflicted of Florian Wirtz because think we were speaking about this a bit earlier as well. That if Pep Guardiola wanted to play his possession-based football with 1-2 passing and all, I think Florian Wirtz is very very good. But 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 when we are playing, when we're stylistically looking to play aggressive press. That is what Pep Blinders is known for. Aggressive press, get the ball high up, break on the opponents, sit back, compact a few times. We're not essentially playing a pure one touch, two touch passing football. We are not doing that. So I do not think words would be a stylistically good fit for us as well. Again, because if words, I mean, what you see at Liverpool is were just slowing the game down. In the earlier some seasons, you had Liverpool from back to front. For example, Van Dijk used to lob a long ball to Salah, famous diagonals, or Van Dijk to the DM to Salah. I mean, three, four, five passes, Liverpool were up even last season, but this season it's taking 10 passes to just get there. So words is slowing it down. I mean, if we would have gotten words, I do not think we would have been able to get the best out of Erling Haaland, because words takes a lot of touches. Now you see how the ball is going into Haaland. Yes, there's a lot of recycling between Rodri, Reinders, Bernardo and all, but as soon as Rodri contacts with Rodri, Foden back to Reinders, Haaland, boom. Or Rodri, Foden, boom. Rodri, Foden, Doku, boom. It's 4 5 passes, that's it. As soon as the contact is made by Rodri with Foden, Doku, or even Reinders when Reinders is advanced in that camp position, just 2 3 passes, that's all. I think this is such a noticeable improvement when last year or even the year before sometimes when KDB was not there, it was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 passes. Haaland was not in the game and all of that stuff. I think that is a noticeable improvement and that is a sign of Pep Blinders, because Liverpool 2018, 2009, their prime years under Klopp, Pep Blinders was there. He was said to be the architect of Liverpool's press club's right hand man. It was same thing with Liverpool. Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Mane, boom, Firmino, Salah. 3, 4, 5 passes, that's it. Van Dijk, Salah, pass, boom, Mane, goal. I think we're seeing the same thing. I do not think words would have brought that to us. Bayaji says, under Pep we have dodged lots of costly bullets like Fred, Jorginho, Koulibaly, Julian Weigl, Alexis Sanchez, etc. Bayaji, you failed to mention the superstar that we have dodged. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire was a superstar that we have dodged. Just imagine if we would have got Harry Maguire. Bloody hell. We would have not won at least one or two Premier League titles in there. Bayaji says, I watched Palace match and on any other day they would have scored 5 to 6 goals, but Allison saved them. I mean, luck also saved them, Bayaji. There was a shot which Mateta hit. It goes inside, strikes the inside of the bar, then comes back out. Wow, they should have easily scored 5, 6, 7. Palace easily. Jeremy Pino missed one or two easy chances, open goals. I mean, I just don't know. Palace should have scored more. That's why the last minute winner was deserved. The last minute winner for Palace was absolutely deserved. I mean, how many times will Liverpool get away with robbery against Bournemouth? It was 2-2 and then they made it 3-2 and 4-2, I think. It was very, very close. They should have dropped points. Bournemouth was the better team there. Even Jamie Carragher said that afterwards. Burnley, it should have been nil-nil. I don't know what that United Pratt Mabry was doing this. United youth player who plays at Burnley. He just lifted his hand and it hit his handball. आशीर्वाद दे रहा था क्या वो inside the penalty area. Burnley they should have dropped points against Atletico Madrid from 2-0. Atletico Madrid brought back to 2-2. They should have at least they should have drawn it. Yesterday the loss was Galatasaray, and against Arsenal it should have been deservedly a draw probably. Suppose like free kick was extreme. So Newcastle 10-man Newcastle, Liverpool lead 2-0 and 10-man Newcastle threatened to win it. Made it 2-2 with they scored the last minute winner, but that's all. Honestly, when I count back all those points, Burnley 2 points dropped. Uh, Against Arsenal, they should have dropped 2 points, which is four. Newcastle, they should have, I mean, 9 out of 10 times they would have dropped 2 points there. So 6 points. Even if I don't count that Bournemouth match, I think they should have dropped 6 points. And how many points are they on? 15 now. 15 minus 15 minus 6 is 9. I mean, it's almost Ruben Amorim is not far behind. Ruben Amorim is on 7 or 8 points, 7 I think. So Amorim and Slot, they should have been there on any other season. Literally. Literally, it's just absolutely. They just got away with a lot of points this season. Liverpool, where they should have dropped points. And also Bayaji, look at whom we have got by dodging those bullets. We have dodged Fred, we have dodged Jorginho, and we had then signed our third choice Rodri, who becomes a Ballon d'Or winner. We have dodged Koulibaly and we had signed Aymeric Laporte, I think, if I'm not wrong. And Laporte becomes one of the best centre backs in those times. At one time when he was playing in those years, he was the best centre back in the entire Premier League. He was so good, his headers and all. Alexis Sanchez, if he would not have dodged him, Sergio Aguero would have gone. Harry Maguire, there would be no Ruben Diaz. I mean, except last 2 years, Ruben Diaz has been such a good servant for us. I mean, wow, it's just hilarious to see. Whenever City don't sign a player after trying so much, after trying so much, I think I always say that we are going to sign a world superstar, whoever it might be. I mean, world superstar in the sense we are going to sign a young player who will be a world superstar. I think with Declan Rice as well. We went for Declan Rice a lot. Yes, he wanted to go to Arsenal and all of that. And now when I see Declan Rice, he's not that special to be honest. He's not that special. Declan Rice, yes, he might be in the top three DMs in the world, but in DMs in the Premier League. But Declan Rice, I don't think he's got too much apart from he breaks up play well and he passes the ball back a lot. He does not have that visionary front long range passing that Rodri has. Look at the switches of Rodri. Look at how Rodri switched the ball to Bernardo Silva. Declan Rice does not have that. So for me, Declan Rice dodged and Nico Gonzalez signed. I just think Nico Gonzalez could be. I just think Nico Gonzalez could be the next big superstar here. I don't know. Hands crossed. Bayaji says Lord Maguire was the biggest escape of all time. I mean, I don't even know how we had escaped that Harry Maguire thing. I just don't know. I mean, it is almost all done with United, almost snatched. And I think we have to mostly thank United for all of this, that their recruitment is so shitty. Because Fred, Manchester United took him. Maguire, United took him. Sanchez, United took him. Wow. I'm excited to see Kovacic coming back, to be honest. Is he on the bench? I think yes, he's on the bench. But Kovacic will be very interesting, especially when he plays in that box to box role. We have not seen. I tell a lot of people we have not seen the best of Kovacic. Kovacic can be a world beater in the role he does, which is break the press with running. How many players are there in the world who can break the congested lines, who can break the lines with running with the ball? Baya says United also paid us sell-on money around 15 million for Sancho. Agent Omar Barada. Agent Omar Barada, Bayaji. Agent Omar Barada goes there and does it for us. But I'm interested to see Kovacic because there's a video on YouTube which is the art of breaking the press. The art of breaking the press. And you have players there like I mean by running with the ball, not by passing. The art of breaking the press. You have players there: Thiago Alcantara, Mateo Kovacic, probably Luka Modric in there. I mean, you can just see the elite company which Kovacic is keeping. There are not many players who can break the press just by running. Is it a Erling Haaland hat trick? I think it is a Erling Haaland hat trick. I don't think the two goals Erling Haaland scored today are normal. They're absolutely abnormal. You just cannot. I mean, those goals. I mean, the first goal was so difficult. I mean, that finish was so difficult. Then second goal as well. That header. I mean, wow. If only we had Erling Haaland there. It's a very good gesture. Is speaking with a young boy from Monaco there. Someone from the Monaco team, but yeah, I just wish we had a Riyad Mahrez or an Olise. Reports are Pool is going for Olise to be their Salah replacement. I think if we had someone like an Olise with his level of crossing to Erling Haaland, wow, we are missing an absolutely good crosser of the ball. Maybe Sharky can do that. I think Sharky can do that. But just imagine a Prime Mahrez or even an Olise playing here. It would just be something else. Jeremy Doku there. Good run, very good run from. Ah, he's offside. Shit, he's offside there. Oh wow, he's offside. I thought the run was very, very good. And also, you look at it for the first goal. When you see a striker make such a run, you look at the offside flag. But I don't think Haaland's been offside even once this season, to be honest. Wow, and he was behind three defenders when he made that run for the first goal. Wow. I was speaking. I was speaking about this to a friend about Erling Haaland being offside 7 times a season, at most 7 to 9 times, and he was jokingly telling Nicholas Jackson is offside those many times in a single match. That Erling Haaland goes offside in an entire season, but I don't think this season Haaland was offside even once. Wow, this guy is working at every single thing. His heading, his pressing, his finishing. Jeremy Doku there. Ah, that's a good tackle. I think is it a free kick? It's a goal kick. Let's see. Ah, he's got the ball, but he's got the man as well. I don't know. He's got the ball. 50-50 decision. Bhaiya just says take Rodri off around 60th of the moment we score the third. I mean, even if we don't score the third, Bhaiya, I'm comfortable right now taking Rodri off at 60th minute because I think Nico Gonzalez has done very, very well. He's an absolute ball winning monster. I think in some match aspects he wins the ball better than Rodri. He wins second balls well. He's a ball winning monster, Nico Gonzalez. So I mean, I'm not so worried. I mean, if it was Zika Gundogan or if it was Kovacic who was coming on in the DM position, or even Reinders play getting back to DM, I would be worried. But Nico Gonzalez, I think we have actually found an absolute gem in Nico Gonzalez. He's a ball-winning monster. Is very good in the second balls. Physically, he's very very good. Superb. I think in his debut match last season, was it against Newcastle, both Marmoush and Nico Gonzalez were absolute beasts. And then that's the potent talent of Nico Gonzalez, and he's doing it very, very well. Ah, is it a red? I don't know. I don't think it's a red, but because he's genuinely gone for the ball, he's not hit him. It's not ATM, but yeah. I think there's a head injury or something. But yeah, I'm very comfortable with Nico Gonzalez biology. I don't know what I mean. Tino Livramento against Arsenal was very very good. Shame that he had to come off. Again, news is that we are looking at someone like a Denzel Dumfries. We are looking at Denzel Dumfries in January, so we'll see. I don't know why from the academy there is no supply of right backs. Just don't know. Maybe I think Pep needs to find a right-sided midfielder and put him into right back. That's a foul and it's in City's favour. Nico Riley again. Mukasa will be very interesting on how Pep looks at his development because he's an absolutely gorgeous long range passer. His short range passing is also very good. He's a Kevin De Bruyne player, so it will be interesting. But I don't know. I think how do we solve the right back situation? We've solved the left back situation beautifully. I think if we can get the right back situation, I mean, I don't know. People say Kusanov is the answer, but for me, I don't know. I think you need someone to maybe be a little bit more attacking, and I also think Kusanov at centre back will also be very very good. But again, the man looks like he's built for playing it right back. He's built like a tank. Bayaji says nowadays every time there's a foul on Rodri, my heart sings. Exactly. I mean, especially when you're recovering from the. I've read in an article that when you're recovering from that ACL, you know, and when you just get back to playing, I think even the player is always afraid to go into challenges full throttle because they know there can be reoccurrence of that. I mean, City released the update after Burnley that it was worrying for Rodri, but again suddenly it became good. So in that article they write that, I think it was in the Athletic, they write that this is very very common with athletes who are recovering from an ACL. Their ear, when they start playing after the ACL, it's generally that year will be difficult. They can't be, you can't expect them to go full throttle. I think Van Dijk had an off year if you observe after the year when he came back after that ACL. He got an ACL against Everton with Pickford kicking him on an offside, and then Guardiola's turned here. Guardiola's been turned here. That is such a foolish defending. Guardiola's been turned here. I mean, what's with that defense? What's with that defense Vayaji today? Guardiola getting turned like that. Wow! I don't expect Guardiola to be turned like that. I compare Guardiola to Van Dijk. He's not there, but the potential is there, and he's just 23. I know. Ah, the pass should have been better from Tejani Reinders. The pass Reinders looks very very good. Reinders is now finding pockets of space on the right hand side. And this is much, much better from City. Bayaji says bring Nunez as a right winger tonight. And I think before being converted to right back, Bayaji, if you remember, Nunez was giving assist after assist on the left wing. I think he gave 3 to 4 assists on that left wing in 3 4 games. Matthews Nunez was bought as a central midfielder or a CDM, and he's played in every other position except that left wing, right back, right wing. Monaco on the attack again. We are looking weak defensively. 2-1 is still, I mean, hard in the mouth match. We are looking very weak defensively. Stones does well. Stones does ever so well. Eric Dyer comes up for a corner there. But I think look at it, observe them. They'll not strike it straight to Donnarumma. They will not strike it straight to Donnarumma. That's for sure. Oh, they're playing a short corner now. I think now. Was it a good save from Donnarumma there? Or was it a missed chance from Balogun? What was it? No, Balogun misses it. That was a sure goal for them. Balogun misses it. Was a difficult one. It just bounced past him, but our defense is looking very bad today. It's looking very shaky. Maybe you could say Stones returning back from injury, but again, I don't know. Diaz is being slept on. I just don't like the performances of Ruben Diaz. Again, there's a challenge on Rodri there. My God, again, there's a challenge on Rodri there. He's gone late on Rodri there again. He's down again. My God, Rodri is down again. Good that he's got up. Not much to be honest, but yeah. Like you said, Bayaj, every time a challenge is on Rodri, all our hearts sink. We need to get the third goal. This game ending 2-1. I don't think we are in a position to defend our lead now, defend a one goal lead. So I just think that it's. Jeremy Doko, that's a corner for City. This is a sweeping move. This is Pep Linders at his absolute best. Four pass goal. Look at that. This is what Liverpool used to play. Look at that. A break in play in the midfield. One pass to find Reinders. Reinders pass to find Doku. O'Reilly cutting in. Reinders taking the corners now, not Foden, which is very, very interesting. Let's see if there's an improvement or is it check gain. Not much better corner to be honest. I think Rodri's lost the ball over there. And it's a yellow card for Rodri. He's not at his best yet. And Van Dijk took an entire year to come back to his entire speed. You know that. So again, look at it. This time it's on the opposite side, but they're keeping a winger high and wide on the flanks. Should have been an aerial ball there. Phil Foden needs to be a bit more creative there. Should have been an aerial ball there to find Doku. Foden with the shot, but yeah. It's an end-to-end game now. We need to score the next goal. So that, yeah, like you mentioned, Baiju, we can take Rodri off, and that's not a foul. Come on. A lot of people thought this game would just be a write-off and stuff. But no, Monaco are looking good this season. European teams, other teams are actually looking good. Galatasaray looked good yesterday. Nico, great save from Donnarumma there. Fantastic save. Bayaji says Rodri and Bernardo to be subbed. I would even sub John Stones as well and bring in Matthews Nunes. Good save from Donnarumma there. He's done well to get back down. And it's a corner now. Monaco on the attack. We're getting passed up so easily. Savinho comes on. Wow. Replace one back pass merchant and bring another. Absolutely fantastic. Kick that bloody ball off. Who is the one with such tight ball control? It look I don't know what's the name of that player, but it just looks like that's another Bernard. That's a young Bernardo Silva. It's a goal kick. Ah, looking vulnerable again defensively. Again. City substitutions, Rodri is off, Bernardo's off, by as you mentioned, and oh, it's interesting. Doku is off, Bernardo is off, sorry, Rodri is off. He's keeping Bernardo Silva on. Savinho comes in and Nico Gonzalez comes in. This is interesting. Is remote Doku. This is an interesting substitution. I don't mind Savinho, but I would want him to replace Bernardo. I don't want two back pass merchants playing here. Wow. Bayaji says, why Doku? He was doing fine. That's why he's removed, Bayaji. He's not back passing enough. Doku is not back passing enough. That's why he's removed. You don't go against Pep Guardiola's script. He's not back passing enough. Simple reason. I mean, and also I think it's always been said that left wing is Savinho's preferred position, but Doku's doing well. I think both of them might actually look to compete for the left wing position. As insane as it sounds, probably that might happen. So they might just want to test what Savinho is able to do on that left wing. Again, Monaco looking very good attacking wise, to be honest. Last 5-10 minutes they dominated us. It's a tough fixture. If we can get all the points from this, wow, that will just be such a confidence booster for the team, especially what happened in UCL last season. That's a foul on Savinho, and I think the Monaco player will get a yellow card. I don't know why I feel like we need to judge Savinho more when he's playing on the left wing than on the right wing, I think. If it's that, then we have a problem. Then who will be our right winger? I don't know. Because Doku's best position is On the left, Savinho's best position is on the left. But again, the role which is asked Doku to play today, which is hugging the touchline, that is not his strength. Doku's strength is playing on the inside. Savinho's strength is hugging the touchline. So, I mean, because it's Girona in his breakout season, Savinho hugged the touchline all the time. So, I think he got 10 or 11 assists in that season in La Liga and all of that. But yeah, Ansu Fati is off. It's a tight game, it's a tough game, and only 64 minutes are gone. It just feels we are playing this game for ages. It's going to be a very difficult game to see out because Monaco have nothing to lose and they'll go all out. I'll be absolutely stunned if he takes off Haaland now, which he'll not, but just don't know, Pep. O'Reilly, he's linked up very well in the midfield, to be honest. Josko Guardiola. That's a great pass. Nico Riley, can he find where is Erling Haaland? Can he find the run of Erling Haaland? I think he'll have to find Savinho, which he does. Ah, the intent from Savinho is very positive, which I like. Though the cross, maybe he could have delayed the cross a little bit more. Look at Phil Ford, and I think he's been instructed to just play one touch football. Phil Foden's just playing one touch football. Phil Foden's just absolutely is playing one touch football. Yeah, one, two touches, that's it. City have kept the ball very, very well in this phase. Josko have to find Savinho. Look at Savinho there. Pass it back to Nico Riley. I think Guardiola needed to find Savinho again. Just maybe he thought there was no option there, but yeah. Gonzalez does well. Nico Riley has to connect with Savinho, which he does. That is excellent from Savinho there. Ah, the ball just doesn't reach Erling Haaland over there. That's well done by Ruben Dias. City are just compressing Monaco now. This is the best phase of football I've seen City play this season. In possession, out of possession against Arsenal, it was very, very good, but in possession, this is one of the best phases of football I've seen City play. This is the old City, you're just pinning the opponent back, not allowing an escape route for them. Savinho, his intent just seems a bit more positive. I know he's played a back pass there, but his intent just seems a bit more positive. Phil Foden. Foden's not taking more than one or two touches. I think that seems to be conscious instruction. Ah, it was almost a fantastic ball there. Again, there's no escape route for Monaco there. This is wow. This is City at their absolute best. There's absolutely no escape route for Monaco there. We've pinned them back. Wow, this last 4-5 minutes is a master class in keeping the ball. Wow, Savinho there. Bernardo Silva. Wow, this doesn't seem boring because we're not allowing Monaco to progress with the ball. We're pinning them back, and that's a good dummy there. John Stones. Who is gonna play that decisive pass? That is the question now. Foden, Guardiola. No, O'Reilly has to contact. Ah, Haaland expected a 1-2 there, which never came. Now Monaco is going on the break, but yeah. The 1-2. You probably wanted someone like a Sharky there, to be honest. Monaco on the attack. Don't want us to concede now. It will truly be hard. Not heartbreak, but again, you've done so well. We don't deserve to concede. Nico, get back. Nico, get back. That is very well done. But Monaco pings the ball back again. Good ball on our right side, on their right side. He's hit it out of Monaco into France, probably. Yes, Stones goes up and Nunez comes in. Probably we are close to. Yes, Rotter is not there, but we are somewhat close to our best available defensive backline now. What Nunez can do is he can allow Savinho to go. Sorry, not Savinho, but Bernardo to go on the inside a little bit more, and Nunez can go up and down. Or probably Nunez can go in. Bernardo can maintain the width. We've seen what Nunez is capable of against Burnley, so it will be very interesting. Why is Donnarumma trying to play out from the back? Such a shit ball in, but yeah. O'Reilly, City definitely want to look for. That is excellent there. Savinho. Ah, again the bar. Tijani, wow, Tijani Reinders walked a shot of his weak foot. That is, if I'm not wrong, he stuck it off his weak foot and weaker left foot and but that was a classic break from City. Baya ji says, अपना तो bad luck ही खराब है. Twice hit the post. Uh, and that too from long range and they had a one shot from long range, one goal. That to beat in Donnarumma from there, perfect. अपना तो दो shot, clearly. Fantastic ball uh, to contact with Reinders over there. Was it by Foden? What a strike from Erling Haaland. Kya marta yaar, what a strike from Erling Haaland. That was snapshot. Look at the power on that. Wow, the goalkeeper did well there. Wow. I think Erling Haaland should be have to take free kicks, to be honest. Reinders that two of his weak foot does extremely well. The goalkeeper was big. क्या करिए, the luck is not good. But again, the corner it's been taken by Foden, I think. An in swinger. What kind of a shit corner is that again? What kind of a shit corner is that again? Make use of the height. I mean, okay, the plan must have been for Reinders, long shot, but look at the height in the box. Nico Riley, Guardiola, Erling Haaland. It's not that you're a small team anymore. The corners don't matter. The average height of your back line is well above 6'1". You're an extremely physical team right now. I don't know why the Monaco player is down. Nico Gonzalez didn't do anything. Just his hand caught him a bit, but not enough to bring him down anyway. Almost the defenders got on the. I mean, the Monaco attackers got on the wrong side of Guardiola, but Guardiola did well again there. Guardiola can ramp up the pace. It's just so underrated, Guardiola's pace. City now have an option to get out of Monaco's press. We have found solutions to play through Monaco's press today quite a few times, especially in the second half, which is very, very good. Tijani Reinders, Nico Gonzalez. We have not missed Rodri right now, at least in the last 15-16 minutes is gone, which is commendable to the job Gonzalez is doing, Nico Gonzalez is doing. That is excellent there. Nico Riley, sorry, Matthews Nunez, Gonzalez, Josko Guardiol. I mean, where is Savio? Where was the ball? I just don't know what. Guardiola was trying to do there. Baya just says Foden not been on the ball much in the second half. I think he's just trying to play off Erling Haaland, and whenever he's got the ball, one touch, two touch. The problem is, I think they're just, it's not a problem, but I think they're using Foden as a dummy there to occupy those defenders, midfielders, and they're mostly using Reinders as the free man. So all of Monaco's attention is on Foden. He's got a few touches and he's done well, to be honest, Phil Foden in the tight spaces. Again, I always think Foden's best position is cutting in off the right. It's not centrally. It's cutting in off the right, I think. Because it then opens up a lot of his other avenues, like his left footed shots that he plays so often well and all of those things. Foden's done well, Tejani Reinders. Erling Haaland almost got there. Eric Dyer was a lucky man. Eric Dyer was a lucky man. He had to stretch. Haaland was on his rockets. Ah, Eric Dyer had to stretch. Eric Dyer had to stretch there, but yeah, still 10 more minutes to go. We have hit the bar twice. We have done everything today. But again, how do you see out a European match? That is actually very, very important. Yeah, that's very tough because not always gonna score a load of goals, especially in Europe. Just think you need to. We know we are Champions League winners in the past. We have won the treble. I just think we are experienced enough in the Champions League now to know that how you defend your out of possession shape matters more than in possession shape, especially in the Champions League to progress far in the Champions League. I want to check the scores of other teams, but I will not because I remember what Bayeji said the last time as well that he checked the score and the opponent scores. So it's the same thing happens with me as well most of the time. So do that. Monaco doing the substitutions. I think they're going for it. Monaco doing all of their attacking substitutions. They have nothing to lose. That's what I was telling. Telling they have nothing. And Erling Haaland onto the ball now. Erling Haaland is onto the ball. Savinho just could not get that. There, Nico Gonzalez. Haaland's link-up play has improved so much. Bernardo Silva on the ball. Nunez almost as well. Eric Dyer intercepts it. Ah, Nico Gonzalez tried a challenge there but could not get the ball. Monaco on the attack, so Josko Guardiola again does very well there. Josko Guardiola, superb. Again, it seems that Guardiola is lagging behind a bit, but he just ramps up the burners at the right time. That's good defending. Ah, good block again. That was going in, I think. Donnarumma was also worried about that. That's not a free kick to Monaco. Come on. That's not a free kick to Monaco. I think the memories against Monaco for us are not that good. I think 2016 Champions League, if you remember Pep's first season, we led the first like 5-2. At that time, Mbappe, Benjamin Mendy, Rodrigo, everyone was not Rodrigo, Thomas Lemar, Mbappe, Bernardo, Mendy, everyone was at Monaco. I think even Fabinho, that was a super Monaco team, and they had players like Bakayoko, who was called as next Makelele, but yeah, and we conceded a late equalizer in the second leg to lose. Is it a penalty on Eric? They are going for the ball. I don't know. I don't know. It might just be harsh if referee gives it, but yeah. Shit, it's a potential penalty check. I think they're gonna give it maybe, I don't know, but Bayaji says when you don't take your chances, and luck is also not on our side, Bayaji, to hit the post. And then this happens. It could go 50-50, it could go anywhere. Literally, it could go either way now. Because he's had his foot. Shit. He's gonna have a look at it on the monitor, which just means I think he's gonna potentially give it. What the hell? The fuck? I think he's gonna give it. Did Nico Gonzalez get the ball? That is the question. And he's given a penalty there. And a red card. Wow. He's given a penalty and he's given a red card to someone as well. Wow. Why is it that always against Monaco these things happen? But then you can see that Gonzalez gets the ball here. See, look at it. Nico Gonzalez gets the ball here. Look at it. He gets the ball there. How can that be a penalty? He gets the ball. He bloody gets the ball. He gets the ball. He bloody gets the ball. He gets the ball. Nico Gonzalez gets the ball. Guys, Nico Gonzalez gets the ball here. Nico Gonzalez gets the ball there. How can that be a penalty? That's not a penalty. Come on. Nico Gonzalez gets the ball. Honestly, I don't think that's a penalty, to be honest. I think the red card was to someone in the coaching staff, maybe. Let's see, Donnarumma. Come on, Donna, come on. It's not Edison. And that too against Eric Dyer. Come on, Donna. And it's Donnarumma. It's not Edison. So there's some hope at least. Can he do something? Come on, Donnarumma. Come on. Very good penalty. I mean, no one can save that. Not even Donnarumma. It's 2-2. Wow. It's an impossible penalty to save anyway. Even if the keeper dived the right way, it is straight in the bloody corner. 7 minutes of added time. Can we get back? Ah, one shot. Can we have one shot? Can we have one shot? One more shot. That's all. 7 minutes. Can we create one chance? I think we should be able to one chance. But honestly, I don't think that's a penalty. He's got the ball. I honestly didn't think that was a penalty anyway. And that's another corner for Monaco. They have taken it quickly and they have sent it out. What a shit corner that was. Offside. We can still, I think we can still win this. Is the referee Paul Clement or something? Because I think I've just seen him before as well, but it's a throw in for City. Come on. 3 more minutes. 3 minutes are enough. We scored two goals against QPR in 3 minutes. What is Monaco in front of that? That's a free kick. Foul on Phil Foden. Clearly a foul on Foden, and this is within range. But who's gonna take the free kick? Is it gonna be Foden? This is within the range. This might be our chance. This might be our chance. Is it Reinders or is it Foden? Is it Reinders or is it Foden? What kind of a city free kick was that? You had the chance, you should have taken a free kick directly on goal. I don't know why. What kind of a shitty free kick was that? Now we are being countered upon. Wow. And now it's a free kick for Monaco. Who plans those free kicks? This is the chance for City. Come on. This is the chance. This is our chance. Bernardo Silva has to. But he should have passed it. But this is the chance. This is the last chance. This is the last chance. I think the referee will add on a few more minutes for sure since we are on the attack. And it's a and the match is done. It's 2-2. It's a match which we deserve to win, to be honest. I honestly think that was never a penalty. Biases doesn't have the knack of finding late winners of previous teams. Exactly. I mean, this team is just rebuilding. Biases. This team is just rebuilding. I think I think once Sherky comes back, I think it will be a little bit more dynamic. To be honest, Biases is every quick counter gets slow. Exactly. Biases. At the last minute, we were running. It was a 3v2 situation there. Bernardo should have just crossed it and is slowing it down. And also the free kick which we got, I think in the fifth minute of added time. Who the hell told you to take it like that? Just try it on goal. Just bloody tried to go for goal directly. Bloody, just bloody go for goal. This was a match which we deserved to win, to be honest. Let me just check the scores of other teams as well. Uh, what happened? PSG in Arsenal 2-0 against Olympiacos. Barcelona losing 2-1 against PSG. Wow. Uh, Gonzalo Ramos scores in the 90th minute. Leverkusen 1-1, Dortmund 4-1, Napoli winning 2-1 against Sporting CP, Villarreal drawing with Juventus. Wow. What are our fixtures anyway? Let us just check what are our next fixtures. Next match is against Brentford, but after that, next match is against fixtures. Let's see City's fixtures. Brentford, then City, Everton, then Villarreal City. Wow. I mean, how many away games? Okay, the last game we played at home, so Villarreal City, right? Uh, Good, we won against Napoli. We have Villarreal away in the Champions League, and then we have Dortmund at home. Will be very, very interesting. I mean, I don't know. I just think we Why just disappointing in defense and final balls, mediocre display. The final balls were definitely disappointing by AG because today this was a game which we should have won 3-1, 4-1. Okay, you could argue on another day. The shots which hit the bar and everything would have gone in, but either way, I think we should have actually won this. Uh, Either way, we should have won this match, to be honest. And Bernardo wasted so many good chances on the right wing, especially in the first half. I just think we need Ryan Cherky, Foden on the right, or even at least Oscar Baum on the right, Ryan Cherky in the middle. I think that is what we need because Haaland is making those runs constantly. It's just someone's not able to find him. I don't know why he removed Doku and brought in Savio because Savio was dog shit again. Was good in one or two moments, but in general, Savio was absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit, Savio. But anyway, I think against Napoli and against Monaco, probably you would think you would draw against Napoli and a win against Monaco. That's what you would expect. But yeah, it happened in the reverse. So I think first two games, if you tell me Napoli, Monaco, I would say Napoli a draw probably because they're playing well in Monaco. A win definitely. The reverse happened. And so I think in the overall context after two fixtures, I think it's all right. I think we should be able to win our much easier fixtures against Villarreal and so on, maybe. So then that's what you expect, but just don't end up like what you have done for the Champions League group last time. Just finish somewhere in the top 10, which will enhance your chances of reaching the semi-finals. Yeah, you're right, Bayaji. Disappointing in defense. By the way, I don't know if you thought that was a penalty, but for me, that was not a penalty because he's got the ball. He's got the ball, and then okay, he's gone on the man, but he's got the ball there. No, why the referee looked at it so? It's literally he's got the ball. But it should not have gone to that either way. We should have won it before itself. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you Bayaji. Thank you Countainia. And thank you JSK for coming onto the stream. And it's been fantastic as always watching the match with you guys. See you all and we'll again meet in the watch along between Brentford and City. Hopefully we last international break was shit because we lost to Brighton and Spurs before that break and hopefully this is much better now. Anyway, see you all guys.